So imagine a seed. I always give this description. Imagine a seed. Everybody know where a seed desires to be. A seed. Anything that is a seed requires soil to produce. When you have a seed in your hand, it's true to say that it's a seed, but it's not the truth. Something true can become false, but something that is the truth never changes. You call it a principle. So the truth is, pretend some other seed. The truth is, what is true is that this is a seed, but the truth is it's a forest. That's what's within the seed. So the truth is, I actually have a forest in my hand, but the truth, what is true, is that it's a seed. When you plant the seed, it become what it is, which is the truth, right? Now, in order for the seed to become what it is, it needs to be in the right environment. It has to be in the right environment. This applies to every single created thing in life, whether it's God-made or man-made. Everything was created for a specific environment. That is the only way it can properly flourish. That is the only way it can become itself. When you plant a seed, it has to be on a fertile soil. It has to get sunlight. It has to get water. Then the process of photosynthesis will evoke. So that is the culture of how a seed grows, right? It has to be in that right environment. Once it's in the right environment, it will flourish. It is automatic. So environment is the priority of life. Let me give you something even deeper. Let's say you plant that seed, right? And it is in the right environment. It starts to grow, which means it is receiving life. The soil becomes its source. It grows in the ground while it grows up. So it grows in the ground first to take root, then it shoots up. That is the process of how a tree grows, right? And as it grows, it's flourishing with life because it is in the right environment. But the moment you take the tree out of the ground, which is the environment that is prescribed to it, what happened? The tree start for dead. It start to lose life. Why? Because you take it out of its environment. So in order for it effectively grow, in order for it to flourish with life, you have to be in the right environment. You want to take the tree out, it start for dead. Why? Because you take it out of the environment. You take it out of its source. Right? So now, since you take it out of the source, it is dead. In order for you to give it back life, what you need to do? Just put it back in the source. Put it back in the dirt. That is why people can take out a tree, take out a plant, and when they plant it back, them root it back in the ground, you see it catch itself. So it start to get back its life. So if you want to ensure, say, you flourish with life, you just have to be in the right environment. If you're outside of the environment that you need to be in, that you are prescribed for, you will die. You're gonna be ineffective. You're gonna be unproductive. You're gonna be unfulfilled. Why? You're not in the prescribed environment. You have to be in the prescribed environment. It is important. All things were created for an environment. Look on the piano here. Right? What if I decide, you know what? I want to swim. My hot water cooler, I want to swim. But I want to play music too. I'm going to carry the piano with me for going to the water for play it. What going to happen? You're probably not going to hear no sound. And then, because you're not hearing no sound, you realize, oh, it's not work out. You take it out. You try to use the piano again, you realize it not work. You start slap the piano, why it not work? First of all, you put it in an environment where enough of it. And that environment killed it. So now when you try to bring it back to it, then now, because we put it through, because you put it in the wrong environment, because you try to utilize it in a place that it wasn't created to be, you cause death, you cause dysfunction, you cause destruction. That's what many people do to their lives. They try to step into an environment that is not prescribed for them. If you want to experience true fulfillment in your life, find your environment, because that is where you will get life.